Hello everyone at the North West Wales Green Party AGM this weekend. I'm Alex Harris and I'm from Severn Valleys Green Party and I'm a town councillor in Porthcawl on the South Wales coast. So Tom McLean asked me to speak to you today to say a little bit about what it's like to be a town councillor. So I became a town councillor in the May 2017 elections. It was nearly 2 years ago now. And I don't think I would have stood if I hadn't had a bit of a nudge. It's something I had been quietly thinking about for a long time, but it wasn't until the treasurer of my local party gave me a nudge and asked me to stand, and that I finally made the actual decision to say, yes, okay, let's give this a go. So I stood for the town council and for the borough council as well. I didn't get into the borough council, which is not surprising, seeing as I would only just put my head above the parapet really. But thankfully, with the town council, there are 3 seats in my ward, and I was one of only 3 candidates to stand. So I got onto the town council uncontested, and there were actually 2 out of the 5 wards in the town where the town councillors who are on the town council now got in uncontested. Sadly, something that's not that uncommon up and down the country. And indeed, there are some town and community council seats that are currently empty. So when you first get onto the town council, it can be quite a learning curve. There are standing orders that regulate town council meetings and how they're run. There is a code of conduct that you need to follow. It's vital that when you're dealing with public funds, that you are open and transparent in your dealings, and whenever you're speaking on a subject in the town council, you need to declare any interest that you might have on a particular subject. The town clerk has been absolutely brilliant. She's given me loads of advice, and there are other sources of information and advice out there. You can go to One Voice Wales, which is an umbrella group that covers town and community councils across Wales. Most, not quite all, but most councils are signed up as members of One Voice Wales, and they provide training sessions as well as individual advice and guidance to the town councils. There's also, of course, the Association of Green Councillors, and they have a number of publications out there, one of which I've got here, which is How to Win Local Elections, which came in very handy. A couple of months back we had a by-election here in Porthcawl following the death of one of our councillors, and I supported another Green Party candidate to stand in my neighbouring ward. So on the town council, I'm now the chair of the planning committee and deputy chair of the finance and governance committee. In terms of the amount of time I spend on the town council, I've got a list here of all the different meetings I attended last year. So there were 10 full council meetings. We don't have a town council meeting in August, and in May there's an AGM, so I attended the AGM in May. There were 3 special meetings, 1 vision and budget seminar, which is basically where we talk about our vision for the year ahead, any ideas as to new things, new projects that we want to do, and work out what budget we're going to have to put in for next year in order to pay for those projects. There were 30 town council committee meetings, 53 other meetings, seminars, conferences, training sessions and community events that I attended, and all in all there were 82 days in 2018 when I was out on some form of councillor related business. So some of those events are really good fun. Things like the Easter egg hunt and the summer fair, and others were more serious, like the Remembrance Sunday service. I'm also a Porthcawl Fair Trade Steering Group representative, and I'm on the One Voice Wales regional meeting, and I've recently become governor for one of the local primary schools. So I'm the first Green Party Town Councillor in Porthcawl, and so I'm a lone councillor, as are sadly most Green councillors across the country. And when I went to the England and Wales Green Party conference in Bristol last year, one of the seminars that was being run was on being a lone councillor, and I was sat there in a room with probably about 25 other lone councillors talking about our experiences there, and it was really good to know that we're all in the same boat. It can be difficult to know what to put forward, what motions you want to put to council. Sometimes there's a lot of papers to read through, not so much every month, but every once in a while there's a lot of stuff on the agenda, there's a lot of stuff to read through and understand. And it's good to get some support from other local party members. So one of the councillors there was talking about his experience, and he had to go back to his local party and say, I need help with this. I'm inundated with papers to read. I can't read and digest it all. I can't do it on my own. And he basically recruited a couple of other local members to work with him to say, we'll take some of this on board, we'll help you draft motions, we'll help you decide what is worth fighting, which battles to fight and which ones to leave go. And I think that's one of the biggest things. If you're going to ask somebody to stand, don't just be there at the election, be there for them for the next 5 years while they're in council. Talk to them about what they're doing, how they're feeling, and what campaigns they want to run, what support they need to do the job to the best of their ability. Of course, allies in the council. There may be members of other parties, or there may be independents on your town council that will be sympathetic to a number of things that you want to do. It's important to remember that a lot of issues will garner cross-party support. So reach out to your fellow town councillors, community councillors, and speak to them about projects that you want to work on, issues and campaigns that you're interested in, and try and get some support from other members of the council whenever you can, and that will help you to achieve your goals and aims. I hope you enjoy the rest of your AGM, and thank you very much.